Hello, Rod here. I've got some really big No Man's Sky and Apple news. Yes, you're all probably aware that No Man's Sky is coming to Apple, but that's not what I think the big news is. So let's watch the part of the developers convention that is of interest.
We're at a point where two things are really coming together. First, Apple Silicon has changed everything. It's taking the graphics performance of every new Mac to new heights, giving Macs the power to run the most demanding games with ease.
Mac's not really a game system, so that's interesting.
Second, Mac is more popular than ever, and it's a huge and fast-growing opportunity for game developers. And since we have a unified silicon architecture spanning from iPhone and iPad all the way up to M1 Ultra, game developers can scale the quality and performance of their titles across the entire line.
When they talk about entire line, that I find interesting.
Another key part of a great gaming experience: software that powers it. To tell you what's new, here's Jeremy.
We continue to improve Metal. It's the software that powers hardware-accelerated graphics on all our platforms. And now, Metal 3 brings new features that will unleash the full potential of Apple Silicon for years to come. Gaming at maximum resolution and quality looks awesome. And to help game developers increase the performance of realistic and immersive graphics, we're introducing Metal Effects Upscaling, which enables developers to render rich, visually complex scenes even faster. It works by rendering smaller, less compute-intensive frames, and then applies high-quality spatial upscaling and temporal anti-aliasing, and it's so cool. No Man's Sky, coming to Mac later this year, will be one of the first games to use Metal Effects Upscaling. The frame rate increases, giving you that responsive feel, and it looks beautiful. Another area we're improving is game loading. Games continue to push the boundaries and appear more realistic than ever before by using richer textures and more geometric detail, which can take a while to load. So Metal 3 adds a new fast resource loading API that minimizes wait time by providing a more direct path from the storage to the unified memory system, so the GPU can more quickly access high-quality textures and buffers without waiting. Metal 3 and Apple Silicon enable even more immersive visuals, faster performance, and quicker loading.
There's more to that Metal upscaling than first meets the eye, I suspect. So all the specs for the Metal FX also makes sense to me, but when they announced that game, it dawned on me what they're up to. Apple is not a gaming system. You can get games on Mac. Not many, but they're there. Most of them are related to the handheld devices, the iPad, the iPhone, so on. But Resident Evil Village has something in common with No Man's Sky. It's a VR game, and Apple's VR glasses is meant to be coming out this year or the beginning of next year. And this is Apple we're talking about here. VR essentially is a new market, and I know they've been working on their systems for over a decade. So I did some digging. There are rumours of the price range of the new VR glasses, and they're saying $3,000. I don't think that's the price. That's called expectation management. Knowing Apple, it's probably going to be the most expensive VR on the market, but it's going to be ultra high resolution displays around the 3000 dpi range, probably with a new M2 chip, and a budget version with the M1 chip. The top model is probably going to be closer to the 1.5K, between 1 and 2K, and the budget model probably along the same lines as all the other ones. And the fact that lining up all these VR games so early makes me wonder if they're aiming for the Christmas market as well. Like the design I've put up right now is someone's guess. That fits the Apple aesthetic, especially when they're entering a new market. They usually have high quality, high specs, and like they said earlier, it's going to be across the range, so they're going to make their VR glasses work with an iPhone or iPad, thereby covering all the bases. And the VR glasses are going to be a blend of VR and augmented reality. And I know they've got augmented reality glasses coming out down the line. Apple Computers is a small part of the market, so that doesn't really matter. But if they succeed in mainstreaming VR, that really is going to be a benefit to gaming. And it's certainly going to be good for No Man's Sky, for a lot of new VR players, with their iPad and their Apple VR glasses. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that like and subscribe button, and the bell thingy. And of course, thank you for watching. See you all later.